Hi guys, today for win, we are going to step it up a couple notches and we are going to go ahead and divide with a two-digit divisor instead. You did really great on your quizzes on Friday, so now it's time to move into more of an advanced level. Last year in fourth grade, yes, you worked on some two-digit divisors, but not for a very long period of time. Today, we're going to have to use some of our rounding skills to turn some numbers into some friendly numbers because we're going to do a lot of more mental math to be able to do a two-digit divisor. So you are going to go ahead and solve some problems with me. So you either have your math notebook open right now or you're on the same win worksheet that I am using right now. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Pardon me. Let me get this nice and big for you. So on my paper, remember, I'm going to write, does McDonald's serve burgers? And that's going to help me with my steps to my division. As you see, I'm going to do the same thing. I like to use my finger and cover up those numbers. You obviously know that this is a two-digit divisor, so we know that we're going to need more than one number to go ahead and divide into. So I'm going to go ahead and move my finger over again and say, gosh, how many times does 45 go into 85? So this is what I'm thinking in my head. What is a number that I can use in my head to easily add up to see if it gets to 85? So I can round this to 50. I know how to count by 50s really well. So 50 plus 50 is 100. Ooh, boy. I don't know if two times are going to be able to go in there because it might be too big. I'm going to look at this a little differently. I know that 40 plus 40 is 80. Plus 5 plus 5 is 10. That's 90. So guess what? 45 can only go into 85 one time. I need to be careful where I'm putting my answer in the quotient area. The 1 does not go above the 8 because the 45 did not go into the 8. It went into the 85. That's why I need to put the 1 there. So I'm going to go ahead and do step number 2, my multiplication. 45 times 1 equals 45. Step number 2 is my subtraction. Going to go ahead and subtract. 5 take away 5 is 0. 8 take away 4 is 4. My last step, bring down. I'm going to bring down the 5. Remember to not go past that line. And now I start all over from the beginning and I go ahead and I divide. How many times does 45 go into 450? Well, I know that two 50s. Remember I said that this is like a friendly number 50, I can do that in my head. I know that 50 plus 50 is 100. So how many 50s do I need for 400? Let's try 8. So you might need your math notebook paper around, or you can use the stuff on the side because I don't know what 45 times 8 is. That's just my estimate because I use the number 50. So I'm going to use my notebook paper here and I'm going to try it out. 45 times 8. Let's see if we get 405. 8 times 5 is 40. 4 times 8, we have 32. Plus 4, 36. So 360 is close to 405. But is it close enough? I don't think so. I need to say, could I add another 45 to 360 to get 405 or closer to? Well, I know that 60 plus 40 equals 100. Plus the 5. You know what? 9 was the number. So I'm going to go ahead and try that again with division. Sometimes we're doing a lot of trial and error. 9 times 5 is 45. 4 times 9 Perfect. Plus your 4. Oh my goodness, right on. 405. So 9 times 45 was 450. Do your subtraction, you get 0 left. Let's go ahead and look at the next problem, B. So this time I have 25. I only have 22 apples. I need to make a group of 25. Can you do that? No. So therefore I need to move my finger over. Now I have 225. Well, I'm noticing that these are 25s and it's like quarters. I know how to count by quarters. I know that 4 quarters equal $1, right? So 4 25s equal 100. So I need 200. Therefore, I'm going to use 8 quarters, right? And then I'm noticing that there's a 25 here. So let's try 9. 25 times 9. That is my guess of how many times 25 can go into 225. 9 times 5, 45. 2 times 9, 18. Plus your 4. Bingo, 225. 9 times. I was correct. Go ahead, do your subtraction, and you get 0. Let's go ahead and look at D together. So I'm going to cover up those last 2 digits. 66 go into 13. I only have 13 apples. I cannot make a group of 66. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over. I know that 6 plus 6 equals 12. So that would be 120 2 times. I think I'm going to try 2 times. So again, on my paper, my scrap paper, I'm going to do 66 times 2. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1. Oh, wow. Right on. I put the 2 there. Why does the 2 go here and not on top of the 3 or on the 1? Yes, because 66 went into 132, the last digit of that 132. If I put the 2 here, that means it went into 13. If I put the 2 here, that means it went into 1. So I already did my multiplication. I got my answer, 132. I do my subtraction, I get 0. What is my next step? Bring down the 0. Sometimes this is where we tend to have some issues. So I'm still asking myself, I'm going back to step number 1, divide. Can 66 go into 0? No. So since it cannot, we put a 0 up in the quotient area and I am finished. We are going to do one more together and then the last, 3 to 5 problems are going to be yours. So let's look at E. I'm going to go ahead and ask myself, how many times does 23 go into 27? 1 time. I do my subtraction. 7, 6, 5, 4. Step number 2, 4, bring down the 8. How many times does 23 go into 48? Well, I know that 23 plus 23, I can probably do that in my head. 3 plus 3 is 6. 2 plus 2 is 4. So it's going to go 2 times. And I just did that multiplication. Go ahead and do my subtraction. I get 2. What is the last step that we're going to do? Bring down the 3. And back to the beginning again, you are going to divide. How many times does 23 go into 23? 1 time. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and see what you can do on the rest of these problems by yourself independently. When you're done, you're going to go ahead and submit those through email so I can check out your work and see how we did for our very first time of being able to multiply a 2-digit divisor into a four digit. Yep, all of them were 4-digit dividends. So good luck and remember to see me on Zoom if you need some help.